What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to another Black Panther, Volume 5, Issue 10, Part 4 to the Power Story Arc episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying What the Wrong with Me Nation. We continuing it. Yeah, this is the prelude to the Doom War and everything like that. We still talking about Black Panther. We still talking about Shuri. We still talking about T'Challa. We still talking about Aurora. We shedding some light on some darkness in regards to how Princess Shuri became the Black Panther. So yeah, we're gonna continue the story arc and everything like that. I'm gonna come back and holler at y'all. Hold on. All right. Before we begin, do y'all see this beautiful cover by Paul Renard? Like, this is a beautiful cover. We got the brother and sister tandem of T'Challa alive and well, and Shuri as the Black Panther, of course. We also have Aurora overhead. Question: anyone heard from the kid yet? I ain't asking, I'm just asking. Anyway, on the inside we have Reginald Hutton as the writer, Ken Lashley on the pencils, Paul Neary on the inks, Paul Mounts on colors, and VC's Corey Pettit on the letters. As we continue with Power Part 4. Before I forget, this is a prelude to the Doom War storyline, and just in case the cover and this big old pic of Dr. Doom doesn't tell us readers that Vic, as in Victor Von Doom, he being kind of shady. So as we pick up from last issue, we find Ayaku and 4 of her henchmen standing over Shuri in their assorted Power Ranger colors, asking for round 2. They want the smoke, and Shuri has more than enough for all 5. This battle is pretty much one-sided, don't get it twisted. The guy in green goes down. The guy in red gets something in his eyes. Ayaku takes a shot to the chest. A momentary flip gives her the idea that Shuri is on the defensive. Next page over, we see that is not the case. There's a lot of bones being broken and blood being spilled, more than most of it belonging to Shuri's attackers. Ayaku doesn't want to go down without a fight, though. Remember when Shuri broke her nose earlier? Well, this time she literally picks her up and face plants her into a brick wall. Like I did. I'm thinking reconstructive surgery is a must. Also, with such an injury, Ayaku would make a great antagonist for Shuri in future issues of Black Panther. Hey, John. Back in Wakanda, we see M'Toka and Ndega going back and forth again in regards to the economic struggles of Wakanda, as well as the struggles of her leadership. Beware the slick talker who never has anything positive to say about a person. If a good person can do something bad, then a bad person can do something good. In essence, very rare is there such thing as 100%. Ndega even refers to Aurora as a weather witch, as M'Toka informs him that she is away to tend to the fields of Wakanda. From there, we see that the news coverage is being monitored by none other than Dr. Victor Von Doom himself. He tells the broker that Wakanda is ready to burn. The broker compliments Doom on removing T'Challa and Aurora from the chessboard, but that Shuri is still left. And as he's known to do, Doom underestimates someone he should take as serious as he wants to be taken. Next page over, we see Aurora visiting the farmers at the fields. The harvest is being lost because they are facing a drought unlike any before. Aurora, being who she is, does what she does, and Doom is pleased. We move back to Shuri, and do y'all see that burned up body on the ground? Not that Shuri is directly responsible for their deaths, but make no mistake, she is responsible. She's able to make contact with Flea, and they reach out to Zakar and Myra in Philadelphia. I'm going to call her Myra. I'm not going to keep dealing with these apostrophes because that hurt. Now, it's confusing. Anyway, their location and Shuri's in Brooklyn reveal one word: distorted. Myra tells them that the word is Swahili for custom or tradition. She states that she has heard the word used for other purposes. She looks at her bionic arm and reflects back to it after she initially been injured and dismissed from the Dora Milaje. Because of her training as a Dora and her connections to the royal family, she would come across those who literally were unhappy with the way things were going in Wakanda. They don't like the way things are being done in Wakanda. They mad about T'Challa marrying a non-Wakandan. Damn love and all that other stuff. Like, just marry a Wakandan, I guess. We say that too, though, don't we? Just it ain't about love. You should marry the person. Anyway, never mind. Another discussion. Anyway, they don't like the fact that vibranium and technology off of it has been sold to foreign governments, paramilitary groups like SHIELD, and vigilantes like the Avengers. So what was their solution? Do business with Dr. Doom, a man who has killed hundreds for having a different point of view and who's tried to take over Earth 616 on multiple occasions. Does art mirror life or vice versa? Anyway, Shuri goes on to say that these people feel, not Shuri. Meyer goes on to say that these people feel that Wakanda has moved away from its ages-old connection to tradition and customs. This is Reginald Hutland writing this. Well, help a brother out. Haven't Ta-Nehisi Coates and now John Ridley used the same story arc that Wakanda is in disarray because some people feel like she's moving away from age-old connection to tradition and customs? I mean, I know I'm crazy, but I ain't stupid. Based on her response, Shuri ain't having nor hearing any of it. Maya tells her that there is more to it. Next, we find T'Challa with Zawavari placing more incantations and protective spells on his flesh. They are from a race that died long ago. No one remembers their name. When asked how did he learn them, he answers as only he can, in a dream. The Dora that's questioning him, the one from last issue, this is Anika, leader of the Doras, and she is supposedly set to appear in Black Panther 2. She is. As other acolytes begin to gather themselves, she cautions him, T'Challa, of believing in tricks and the dangers of the spells. T'Challa assures her that though he is ready. Zawavari hopes so as he has assembled his strongest students to test the king of Wakanda. With that, they unleash their full energies on the son of T'Chaka. Next page over, Shuri is being brought up to speed by Aurora. She has brought rain to tens of thousands of fields, tens of hundreds of fields, tens of fields. But the ground won't hold the water as if it defies nature itself. Here, Shuri asks, has she spoken to T'Challa? That he is the scientist of the family. We know this is not true. Both of them are the scientists and the warriors of the family, so we're not doing that. This seems to be a prevailing thought with writers, though, in that they do not know how to write both characters as being smart and physical. These issues do not plague the Bat family, and that laundry list of heroes is more than too deep. It is. Nevertheless, Aurora reveals that T'Challa has barely spoken to her since they returned from Limbo. He hasn't even revealed who attacked him. There's a reason for this to be revealed later. In the meantime, we see the broker observing their conversation from afar. As Aurora laments about not knowing who T'Challa is anymore, we see him still being mystically assaulted by Zawavari's acolytes to the point where Anika calls for them to cease. Zawavari stalls her out. She tells him she doesn't believe in his dark ways. Please peep this out and take this to be constructive. He's her elder. She can feel how she feels, but she's not the expert. She's not even a novice in this area. Not only is he older than she is, but he's also been doing this longer, practicing what he's practicing, than she's been alive, longer than she's been adored. And his loyalty can't be shaken. It's to T'Challa, and he knows that to save T'Challa is to save Wakanda. So he has gladly embraced the darkness. Kind of talking about this with Doctor Strange and kind of been alluding to this. Anyway, and with that, he says enough. Anika's concerns are not needed as T'Challa still stands, feeling more alive than ever. Back at the Wakanda embassy, we find that Neeks has cracked the code on the flash drive, albeit he tells Shuri she isn't going to like what he's found. After revealing that the broker had the Quinjet bug, he plays back the video loop. Although spotty, the time code verifies the footage was taken seconds before the onboard system shut down. In piecing the footage back together, they hear and see what T'Challa recognizes as Namor, the Submariner. So what does Shuri do? She contacts the one person who has had more than his fair share of run-ins with Namor, Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. Say it with me now. The smartest man in the universe. Well, Reed has been trying to contact Namor to no avail. Shuri, though, is sure the Prince of Atlantis will take her call as one head of state to the other. As the Pride prepare her, Reed assures Shuri that Namor is a man of honor. and that he and T'Challa have been allies for years. Yeah, all that goes left from this storyline on. Once again, she ain't trying to hear it because as far as she's concerned, alliances can change just like time changes. Although he tries to redirect the conversation by asking about Ayaku, Shuri informs him that, well, Ayaku, she ain't healthy enough to talk right now. Mind you, the Princess Regent is getting decked out by Nyx and Myra while she and Reed chop it up. He asks if she can wait on Aurora while he checks some things out. She's like, nope. She wants to personally ask the King of Atlantis some questions. When Reed asks what happens if he refuses to answer, her response is real quick and real simple. She'll insist. Does she look hard in this pic or no? Go and check it out. Yeah, I see another custom action figure in my future. Before I get too happy though, who is that watching and listening to everyone from the comforts of his own home? One word, real simple. Doom. Next issue, the Black Panther and Namor go at it. Oh man. Oh. That's all right. That's intense. Did she look bad though in the Panther outfit? Come on, Marvel. Come on, Hasbro. What you doing? You know what? Y'all be talking about crowdfunding stuff. Can I get the Bozeman helicarrier crowdfunded? No. Can I get the Wakandan Talon crowdfunded? No. Can I at least get the Quinjet crowdfunded? Like, y'all doing this thing over here with G.I. Joe. Like, I pledge my money if we can get an Avengers Quinjet, like, no, dead ass. Like, a Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, what is y'all doing? Anyway, listen, that's my time. I'll come back and holler at y'all later on the day. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.